Which form of cardio is better for fat loss? Should you be running your butt off? Or will a low intense walk while watching your favorite Netflix show also work?
I'm so damn confused.
Find out in this video. Let's go. This is a topic that I would really like to talk about and hopefully simplify and give you my take on it, because I feel like there's a lot of misconception about cardio in how it should or shouldn't be done. Now, when we talk about cardio, there's usually two forms. You have one is the passive state and the active state. Basically, you go full throttle for about 30 to 60 seconds, and then you rest for about 60 to 90 seconds, and you go back and forth for about 20 minutes or so. This is known as high intensity interval training, or HIIT, and this is usually done for a short duration. And HIIT is something you do want to do for a shorter period of time, because the longer you do it, one, it can be super taxing on the body, and number two, there's a greater chance of losing muscle in the process. And that is something you don't want if your primary goal is to lose fat.
So the faster you go now, the faster you have to go in the workout.
Sure.
And the second form of cardio is where you just walk on a treadmill or you cycle at a slow pace on a stationary bike for a longer duration. This is known as low intensity steady state cardio, or LISS in short. Now let's talk about which one is better and which one you should be focusing on for fat loss. And before we move ahead, guys, like always, I'm going to be sharing my experiences and what has worked for me and clients that I have trained. There are plenty of science-based YouTubers on in the internet. I'm not one of them. I'm no expert. I like to keep things very simple and uncomplicated. Yes, I do consume all the information out there, but I personally do try it out myself and only then share it with you or others in a simplified manner. Okay, so I just wanted to say that before we move ahead. So this is how I like to look at it. This is how I've always looked at it through every transformation of mine.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Wait for it.
One form of cardio is not better than the other form. So a lot of people think HIIT is better than LISS, but honestly, it doesn't matter, guys. You don't have to be running your butt off every day after an intense workout session just because you think HIIT is better for fat loss. Whether it's HIIT or whether it is LISS, it honestly doesn't matter. Both are great. Both are super beneficial for fat loss. But with that being said, there are a few things you want to consider. Like how much time you're willing to spend, or which one do you enjoy more, and how do you feel after doing it? Personally, for me, guys, I love doing LISS. If you are following me on my current fat loss journey, or you have followed me in the past doing my other transformations, 90% of my cardio is LISS. So on any given day, I set a target of the amount of calories that I want to burn through my cardio session. So for example, say I want to burn 300 calories on that day. So what I do is, as soon as I finish my workout, I just hop onto a treadmill, walk on an incline, and listen to my favorite podcast or watch a YouTube video, and I just walk until I burn those 300 calories, which usually takes me about 30 to 35 minutes.
I do not have time for this.
And if you don't have that much amount of time and you want to burn the same amount of calories in a shorter time, then a HIIT session for you is the way to go. So bottom line, whether it is LISS, whether it's HIIT, it really doesn't matter, guys. I haven't seen any difference. A lot of people talk about the after effect after doing HIIT. It honestly isn't too significant. So don't get carried away with all these terms. Just do what you enjoy doing. Now, with all of that being said, I have a few more suggestions, guys. So if you are someone who is into sports, I wouldn't neglect HIIT completely. So what I like to do is I like to include HIIT, an HIIT session once every week, just to work on my endurance. And also, this is only on the days that I know my next day is a rest day, because at the end of the day, HIIT is very tough on the body. So what I like to do is I like to go all out and then give myself the next day to recover. Again, that is something I like doing because I can't do HIIT every single day. But hey, if you are someone who can do 3 to 4 HIIT sessions a week and you feel good about it and you enjoy doing it, then go for it, guys. Just don't overdo it by doing it every single day, because at the end of the day, like I said, it is taxing on the body. And finally, I just want to end by saying, as long as you're in a calorie deficit, you will burn fat. Whether that deficit is through your diet or whether it is by adding cardio, whether that is LISS or HIIT, you will burn fat. You can do HIIT if you enjoy it. If you are like me, you have the time, you enjoy a nice walk on the treadmill, you can do that as well. Whichever you choose, you can't go wrong with any. And with that, guys, we come to the end of this video. I hope that cleared a lot of your confusions. If you found it informative, if you enjoyed it, please give it a like and also do subscribe to the channel. I've also linked another video here where I talk about cardio and whether it is required for fat loss. So definitely give that a watch as well. And until next time, you take care, you stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.